Hey everybody, so today I'll be talking about two individuals who actually had their motivation, or two African American females who actually had an identity and then kind of lost it during the 20th century. And those two individuals are Rosa Parks, and I'll also be talking about Maya Angelou a little bit as well. But Rosa Parks was also disenfranchised. Main reason that she was disenfranchised was because of the incident on the bus where a white individual had asked her to get up from her seat and move to the back of the bus. And I think by having Rosa move, she lost some of her identity in the sense that she wasn't strong enough, or she didn't feel like she had the courage enough to stand up to somebody at that time who was much superior and I guess in the sense the word is much more worthy um, of a seat, and decided to give up um, her viewpoint um, for the better good of somebody else. And in terms of Maya Angelou, what actually happened was she was actually a civil rights activist, but she found her identity through music, through poetry, through um, writing, through songs, through music during the civil rights era. But because that time African American, we've seen this also throughout a lot of the individuals we've been studying, that a lot of times through individuals' literature and through their art, a lot of times those works weren't necessarily appreciated by other communities other than the African American community and the civil rights activist community as well. So in a way, I believe also Maya Angelou's work actually hindered her identity to be able to actually show and be her true self, to be able to express herself fully in the African American community, full of hope and motivation and potential future success. So that way, black females could really show their true identity in a way that made them be their absolute self. And I believe that that was the best way to do that. And I think that both of these individuals actually um, kind of had their own identities impacted in a way, in comparison to now, where we have artists like Beyonce, we have artists like Alicia Keys, who have rewritten what identity means to them, and who have rewritten identity to not only to them but to African American females as well. Beyonce just wrote this new song, and a lot of her songs actually talk about her uprising, her family, who she is as an individual. And the one song by Alicia Keys that actually sticks out to me in terms of identity is the song "Girl Is on Fire." And I believe that this one really sticks out to me is because she has to portray herself as this strong, motivated, idealistic woman who has her own identity in her own ways and is strong on her own, and she breaks all the barriers that she goes through. And the lyrics kind of describe it. You know, she's just a girl and she's on flames, and she just can't be stopped, and she's always motivated, and she has this identity that is just her. And I think that's what's so special about these identities, comparing between the 20th century versus nowadays in the 21st century.